Now, ladies and gentlemen, fans and friends of the MC Lang at the Lang Show here on Mzugwa Kibao TV, I'm delighted once again to be hosting a Dean of Comrades, Jevin Oyo Kassam. Comrade Mambo Vipi.
Niko fiti sana.
It's been a minute.
It's been long, man. We barely don't want to come to Nairobi.
Shambala man.
I see.
You have a tournament actually.
Yeah. We are having the Kanyamwa Kosewe Open Tournament that we are planning to host. We are planning to do a big thing. At least the young talented people in football, wala kucheza mpira from home, they are certain that this time. But actually this is the phase 2. We did a phase 1 of a friendly tournament. We distributed uniforms. And this time we are coming with plenty of cash prizes and uniforms to be won, football balls, and a lot of things. We are also having national leaders coming up so that at least watu pia waone hii kazi tumekuwa tukifanya huku nje pia inaweza fikia watu wa nyumbani. Okay. So the main reason why we are doing this tournament is we are going to do our finals at Pala Primary. Pala Primary is a school where my father was teaching before he died. So he died while he was teaching, and he died while he was teaching at Pala Primary as the head teacher back then. So it's just a kind of memorial event. And also we are not only going to play football, it's an impact program inaenda kusaidia wananchi wa pale. We are going to have institutions wenye wanakuja hapo. We are going to have the Eldoret National Polytechnic is coming in that program as a key sponsor. Where they will be taking students for sponsorship, and they are going to learn technical skills, plus many other institutions. And what I wanted to say is, as the patron of this event, we are making it open for any partner who wants to take part in the biggest tournament coming to Homa Bay in Dewa sub-county. That is Kosewe Open Tournament. Feel free to reach us out so as we start the journey of searching talents in relevance to education. Yeah.
Okay. Now, youths back at home might want to, to know what exactly are the criteria that are actually needed for somebody to participate in this particular tournament.
We don't need much, but as the Kosewe, all the teams from Kosewe will be playing, while in the neighboring wards we'll be picking one team per ward, and then we'll open the registration for the rest of the teams, small and big teams within Kosewe, to play. So we don't need much. We don't need much of the procession fee. We don't need much. We only want talents to come and people prove their talents. Ukicheza vizuri na uliacha shule, huwezi kosa kuingia shule mahali. Through that day, we'll also be trying to raise funds to pay fees for a few day school students who will be present or who we will have seen worth for their fees to be paid for 1 term or 2 term. Yeah, things like that.
One would wonder, because we've seen leaders and politicians, have these tournaments from whichever jurisdiction that they come. Are you in a way trying to beat your drums ahead of the next general elections? Are you vying?
No, I'm not running for any political position. Okay. It's just that the love of young people, the love of comrades who are outside there, in the caucus of young people who are committed to driving change. We are also paving our ways for the next general elections. I might not be running for any position in Kosewe in this 2027, but the future is luminous. Hata kama ni luminous green, tunajua the future is absolutely luminous.
Sure.
So in a nutshell, mimi naambia watu wa Kosewe wajitokeze, they register for this tournament, come and play, tag sponsors along. For the first time, we want to see sukari industry kijitokeza kusupport talents as the only factory we have within that noble sub-county.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which other sponsors are you expecting to take part in this particular tournament? Because I believe there are those you've spoken to, there are those that you're yet to speak to. But then again, which are the sponsors you expect to come through for you?
We are expecting people we support in this government, because the only way people can feel that we are part of this government if when a young person who supports this government is going to the local wananchi with a program that is also going to benefit a large number of people, and not Jevin as a person. So mimi, I'm talking to institutions, I'm talking to institutions, I'm talking to betting companies, I'm talking to people at personal levels, I'm talking to CEOs, and I'm talking to so many people, so that we pull up a youth event that is well organized, that is very peaceful, that is very meaningful. For the first time, unasikia people play and leave, but as we want to play, pay fees for a few young people, pay fees for a few comrades. Yeah, that is our main nature as the Kosewe open tournament patron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Just how much has the president done in terms of sports? Because definitely you're holding an event at a time when I know a lot has been happening. Kindly highlight to us what has the president done in terms of sports, because the people might not understand exactly.
One thing I want to say is under the presidential administration, President William Samoei Ruto, a lot has been done in terms of sports. Ukiona when we started playing these leagues, President anajitokeza, the Harambee Starlets won, he had a conversation with them, he empowered them. Look at the team from Migori the other day. For
Migori
the,
Youth.
Migori Youth, they were hosted along Nyamita, MP Nyamita in State House with the president. They were given a bus over the same, and a lot of sponsorship towards carrying to lift their spirit in sportsmanship. So apart from that, the president construct a lot and is grading a lot of our stadiums within Kenya. The renowned one that is currently trading is the Talanta Stadium, the Raila Odinga Stadium, that is taking shape and is 98% done.
Sure.
We have series of them in Uasin Gishu. We have the Kipchoge Keino Stadium that is currently taking shape and it's almost done. Almost in every our major sports grounds sahi zinakuwa upgraded courtesy of the president. So if you look at the president's scorecard, a lot of effort, almost 30% zimewekwa kwa sports.
Okay. Jevin had wished to go to the elephant in the room. This is a bit uncomfortable conversation, but it's already out there. I receive a lot of information in my DMs, and on an everyday basis, we have you to come and tell me, Kailang, we are actually not satisfied with certain things. One is, I believe that on the 30th of June, we lost a young comrade. His name is Cecil Ouma. Not far from his death, Boniface Mwangi, who is an activist, came out and said, Cecil was a goon. Now the people are asking, did he have to die because he was a goon? And if indeed he did something that was not right, why didn't they arrest him? Why did they shoot him? I'm speaking about the PS for, I think it's Sports, Youth Affairs and the Creative Economy. That is Mheshimiwa Fikirini Jacobs. Kindly, as a friend of the PS, what is your take on Cecil, first of all, before you go to the PS?
I want to say
And how do you make of the situation?
everyone has a right to life. That is on the taking point.
Okay.
And I want to say personally, PS is my mentor and a very good friend of mine.
Sure.
So I don't want to, people say it's PS who killed him, but I differ from them because it is not PS who pulled the trigger on him. But all these vitu zote zimekuja zikaekewa PS because it happened in his car, in his presence. And I think I don't know what to say about it, but for everyone who knew Cess as a person, you know everything that came with him. And the take from this is things happened for a reason, but killing someone is not the reason why a specific thing has to happen. So I was not there on that day that incident was happening.
Okay.
And I don't want to frame anybody over what happened.
Okay.
But we were really, the PS recorded his statement. He took his team, he took them to the police station, all of them.
Sure.
They recorded a statement, all the 7 people that were present.
Okay.
I think as a law-abiding student, as a law-abiding citizen, that is the farthest the PS could go.
Sure.
Apart from just writing a public apology, presenting yourself and saying that in his statement, he said he's very ready when called upon on investigation, he will always show up.
Okay.
So I think what he did was the best. And as a person who was not in the scene, it is a public media. I don't want to be the person who is on the
Definitely.
forefront
Sure.
of spreading gossip over things that I do not know. And I'm also talking on a perspective that I will not only know PS Fikirini Jacobs,
Okay.
Kahindi as a friend and as a mentor, but I also know Ses. Have interacted with him on series of occasion, not one, not twice.
Okay.
So being that I was not present in the scene,
You can't say much.
I don't want to say much. But one thing I can say that happened is that the PS went to the police station, recorded a statement over the same regard, and even said publicly that he will be available for investigation or he will be available when called by the relevant authorities.
Okay.
I think another good thing the PS did is failing to say much. You know, when people have already pinned you down with a specific information, it is wise enough not to run from every media running out to go and say that you want to say something in your defense.
Or justify.
And I think that is what is causing mayhem among a number of people.
Okay.
And people are pinning in PS down. PS is not someone who talks much. Like, you will go to every media station, put microphones and say, oh, this and this happened. That already happened.
Sure.
And the fact that he issued his statement of apology publicly, that was enough. I was not expecting him to run from one place to the other, run from every media station, trying to prove all to the public that what happened shouldn't have happened.
Jevin, I don't want to be the one to judge the PS because they say things happen, right? But remember, this is a life lost. One life lost is just too many. True or false? Now, when Cecil died, I noticed there was a lot of conversations going on, especially on social media. And you're one of the guys who said, in as much as the PS is my friend, but then still we need to know exactly what happened. You are asking for accountability. Allow me to take you down this lane. Later on, everyone who was complaining about size, PS this, PS that, decided to shut their mouth. There is word in the streets that people were about to, people were silenced. Is it true on your perspective? Secondly, I haven't seen the PS, appear in person to the family or back at home, or really give us a glimpse of what he's going to do, whether he's going to attend the funeral or not, because the court of public opinion expects that now that the PS, we know that he's not the one who pulled the trigger. But is he remorseful enough to attend this funeral? Is he good enough to at least go and, show solidarity or stand with the family? Those are questions that are out there that people really want to know.
One thing I have to say,
I saw before you begin your, no defense perhaps, but you're given sports kits by the PS just a few, days after Cecil was gone. People are asking, was that a way to, silence you? Was that a way to shut your mouth?
no, you see, when you're in the public domain, people lazima wakuongelea. Hii ni Kenya, bro. Ukiwa kwa public domain, watu wanakuongelea. Unaona? It's only a few people who are close to me wenye watakuja kusema eti Jevin was silent with kits of uniforms in order not to talk about. Hii mambo na kits tulikuwa tushaipanga even before. I think if you can zoom in this, this a letter. This letter was written on 9th of June 2026.
Let me see.
On the 9th of June 2026. And it's request for support for Kosewe Open Tournament.
Okay.
So hii ni mpango mimi nilikuwa nayo. And I wrote this thing on 9th of June requesting the PS to at least support us in this coming tournament.
That is about 21 days before this happened.
21 days before this happened. So I've been following up, calling and saying unapiga simu kwa ofisi na wauliza bana ile mambo yangu mmefikisha wapi.
Okay.
So it's so unfortunate that the requisition was approved because the PS also had to go to another office and request them because he is not having kits in his office.
Okay.
So despite what happened, that should not bar me from going to the PS to pick equipments that will benefit other people because people will talk about me.
Okay.
People don't talk about the dead. people talk about the living. And once you die, people forget about you. But once you are living, whether you are doing good or you are doing wrong, people will have to talk about you. So I'm not going to apologize to anybody for going to the PS to pick this equipment because I had requested them as in the letter. And I have a stamped letter that these kits were received on 9th, that this letter was received in that office on 9th, even in the absence of the PS. So, as I said earlier, me personally, PS paid me no money.
Okay.
And I think the main problem people have with PS, I always say every morning that the enemy of a young person is a young person. The same people who are trying to pull the PS down are the same young people he's trying to present.
Okay.
So I personally, I don't understand. But on the line of Cecil, as I said, I'm not going to talk much because I was not present.
Okay.
But as I said, sisi tunasimama na PS. Unaona? Because we need him the same way he needs us.
Okay.
But when a mistake happens
Justice
of
must prevail.
claiming life, justice must prevail.
Okay.
And the PS presenting, I heard you said he has done nothing. The PS presented himself in the police station
No, I didn't say he has done nothing.
and recorded a statement
What I said
and
is-
invited everybody to talk about. He recorded a statement.
Okay.
And in his statement, he said that whenever he is needed by the relevant authorities,
He will show up.
he will show up.
Okay.
The only thing the PS never did is to run calling for a press to address that issue,
Okay.
which was very correct. The same way you handle things does not mean the PS will handle things the same way you handle things.
Okay.
You get? So kwa wenye wanasema tumelipwa, kwanza wenye wanasema mimi nimelipwa, me I was not paid any money by the PS.
Okay.
And my writings on my official page Jevin Kassam ziko hapo on the communications me personally I made.
Sure.
So I don't see why people should pin me or pin the PS down because of what happened.
Okay. I haven't seen the PS visit familia ya Cecil Ouma. Hajaenda nyumbani, hatujasikia kama ataenda matanga kwa sababu hiki tumetushika sasa wote. Remember, this is the PS for the youth. Cecil was a youth. What plans does the PS have as someone who is closer to the PS than myself?
No, I'm close to the PS, but there are personal things about him that me I might not know.
Okay.
You know, the PS is a very silent person.
You're right.
He has his own ways. He has his own moves of trying to do his things. But I think going to the police and recording the statement and giving a public and saying it publicly that it's sorry for what happened, that might not bring back that life.
Okay.
But that shows how remorseful he is on behalf of his team that might have committed that.
Okay.
But the sad reality of what I don't want to talk about is how crude Cess was.
Ah, okay. You seem to read from the same script with Boniface Mwangi that, Sais was a goon. Should the goonship aspect have come out, especially when he was shot, or should we have investigated the death first, then we get to that conversation?
So I don't want to get much into it because Mimi, despite how Cess was, he never crossed my line.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he might have crossed the line of the PS.
Okay.
But seemingly he did. So one thing I want to say, that as young people of this noble nation, we are the majority. And the fact that we are the majority does not mean that every statement we make is the final and that is the right procedure.
Okay.
That is where we go wrong. Vijana, we always want that nikisema hiyo kitu haifanyiki. Unaona? We should not get to that level of proving to people that you own a given place, that ukikuja Langas lazima upitie Jevin ndo hiyo kitu ifanyike. Usiponipitia hiyo kitu haifanyiki. That is a wrong thing that young people are doing. Let us find sober ways of solving our things. Let us find sober ways of airing our grievances out. It does not have to be necessarily through war. It does not have to be necessarily through fights. And one thing I want to clarify about the PS and Cecil, that I'm sure is very true. The only part that I know I'm very sure about, that the PS never invited Cecil to mobilize a group of people for that program.
How was the mobilization for Kikau done?
I want to tell you that the PS is my friend. I know the PS. I have his number. I have numbers of those in his office. He knows me. He has my number. And while he was coming to us in Gishu, he never called me to mobilize anybody. Why? He never called me. I have conversations here. I can show you. He never told me, Jevin, I'm coming to us in Gishu. Can you mobilize some comrades or few people to come and attend that program?
So who are the mobilizers for Kikau?
Kikau, the mobilizers personally, from what I know, when the PS was coming to Eldoret, that was a youth engagement.
Okay.
Unaona? Mobilization was done through a structural procedure. The youth officers per sub-county were mobilizing young people to come to that program. That was a national program. Jevin is the friend of the PS, but he did not mobilize. Why is it that when he now comes to Nairobi, now somebody has to mobilize? Why is that own case different? So there are people who are not telling us the truth in terms of what happened. And
Jevin, you're on record saying that Cecil Ouma invited himself to the PSS event. He was not invited.
that one I don't know. But one thing I'm sure, if Ces was invited, he ought to have been invited by the officer in charge of that mobilization, not the PS. The PS was not doing mobilization of people coming to Kikau. And I'm on record, I'm saying this, and the videos are online. When the PS came to us in Gishu, he was going live. When I got a chance to address matters peace and I was given that regard, I echoed to the PS and told him, sir, there are people in this meeting that have mobilized themselves because they heard of a peaceful conversation and they came. I categorically told him in a funny way that pour water on their chest.
They were reimbursed.
He said, yes, from my end, I will see what I have and give it to them. It might not be much, but I'm in a capacity to give that.
Was it 115 shillings?
The PS gave them their transport back home.
Okay.
And they never fought. Nobody was shot. Nobody hanged on his car. Nobody followed him. He only told them, if you know you are here, you are in that, you are not in this list, and you came out of goodwill. Mwaso kama umetoa mpango, umeongea kwa hii program, stand on my left.
Okay.
He gave them something. Why is it that this own case is different?
Right.
So one thing we must also accept, that mtu hafai kuuliwa. Hiyo ni reality.
Ukweli.
But venye tuna handle watu wenye wako na watu wa serikali wenye wamepewa security. Unaona? Ukihandle mtu, unahandle mtu mwenye amepewa personal security. You are handling a state officer.
So are you trying to say the approach was not as good?
So the way unani approach, uwezi approach CS venye PS venye unani approach.
Ni kweli.
Unakuja kunishika, unakuja kunifanyia sijui nini. Mi ni mtu wako. Unacheki? Na mi tunaelewana. Unaona? But maybe security might not understand what you are trying to do.
Okay.
Unaona? No. So, nadhani, that's where the mayhem is. Hapo ndo shida iko.
Okay.
Vijana tunataka kuhandle watu venye tunataka.
Jevin, isha happen. Maziwa isha mwagika. But then again, the question is, don't you think ungekuwa in a position kama ya PS, at least ungefoot the bills za matanga? Hatujapata communication kama hiyo, ama ni kitu ambayo atafanya from a personal angle?
I know the PS is a good person.
Okay.
And I know he's a very remorseful person. People who judge him people who judge the PS are people who have not interacted with him.
Okay, at a personal level.
But if they disagree with him, they disagree with him because he might not have much handout to give out to them. But I'm certain if somebody ukimwonyesha proposal yako, mwambie mimi nilikuwa na expect hivi, he never fails to chip in one way or the other. So I'm sure as a person, he also has personal arrangements on what he's going to do on that regard, which he might have not shared publicly.
So Jevin, as we bring this issue of PS Fikirini Jacobs to a close, according to you, why do you think that most of the people that were waiting for his blood, especially after Cecil died, have gone silent?
Give me a good example of someone who has gone silent.
No. I saw a couple of random posts and I don't see them anymore. People demanding for justice and stuff like that. Is it because the PS made it clear, went to the police and, did his statement? And
When this incident happened,
Yeah.
the PS never talked.
okay.
And on the second day, he went to the police station. And he said, if I'm needed or I'm required by the relevant authorities, I promise to make myself available for investigation.
Okay.
Not only myself, but also my team who are present on that very day.
Okay.
I don't think that... What kind of justice then do we want? Because as per me, I've never sided that, the PS is my friend, now you should not go and record a statement. The PS is a good person, so that person died with goodwill. Is the PS? No.
Okay.
I just came sober enough, and I faced backlash on it when I said the PS did not pull the trigger on killing Cecil.
Okay.
The people close to him who did this need to face the full force of the law. That is what I said.
Sure.
And I think that is what a normal citizen should say.
I think may the soul of Cecil Ouma rest in eternal peace.
And may the same thing never happen to any young person of this nation.
Exactly.
And the only way that thing will not happen again is the very moment vijana wajue their limits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cecil, take a minute. I know we've spoken about the other side of the PS, which is not very good. But now, what is this 1 or 2 or 3 things you can say about PS Fikirini Jacobs, especially since his appointment to office?
Since his appointment, mi naweza sema PS amejaribu. Na PS is one of these people mwenye ni approachable.
Okay.
You don't need an appointment kuenda kwa ofisi ya Fikirini Jacobs. Unaweza enda hapo as long as ako kwa hiyo ofisi, uelezea hao watu wenye wako hapo. They are very good people in that office.
Okay.
We have Felix, we have Dilo and the rest of the people who are in that office who are very friendly.
Okay.
Ukiwaambia bana, mi hii issue ndo imenileta kwa hiyo ofisi, nilikuwa naomba hata 1 minute na PS, hao watu wakimaliza, and then you be patient enough. They will allow you talk to him. You don't need appointments and the rest of the things ndo ufike kwa hiyo ofisi. Secondly, PS ni mtu wako available. Ukimpata publicly mahali unaweza mstopisha, you have a conversation, he give you a listening ear. It's just that we need to clap for others until is our turn. Mimi kitu naimiza vijana, tujaribu kusukuma huu kijana. Let us support this comrade. Hakifaulu, he can also lobby for more spaces, ndio vijana waingie pale. PS has lobbied for employment of so many people in the Nyota project, easy programs zake kama za Nyota. PS has lobbied for employment of so many young people on different sectors yenye wako ndani ya docket yake. I don't want to mention them by names, but they are on the public domain. People who are employed under these programs, courtesy of the PS. And I think these are the things we want. And I want to encourage the PS, Fikirini Jacobs, aendelee kufanya venye anafanya, isiishie hapo. Unaona, alikuja Eldoret akaongea na watu, alienda Turkana, alienda West Pokot, alienda Elgeyo Marakwet, alienda Baringo akiongea na vijana. Let the conversation continue. Fika Kisii, fika Migori, fika Ouma Bay, engage vijana, and then ukae chini kwa ofisi yako uone the priorities of young people. Then upush 1 or 2 venye hizi vitu zinaweza fanyika. Unaona? Sahi the PS was pushing that kwa hizi barabara zinaundwa, kuna given employment, lazima vijana wa employed to a given capacity. Waseme hii percentage lazima vijana waipate in terms of employment. People who are given reasonable money kwa hizi affordable housing, kwa hizi mabarabara zinaundwa. PS is negotiating that a given percentage of young people have to be employed hadi hiyo program iishe na walipwe handsomely. I think the only problem maybe PS anaweza kuwa nayo is he does not have young people wenye wanaongelea hizi programs yeye ufanya. But people who associate with him wanajua it's underway, zinafanyika.
There's not enough information out there on what
one of the brains behind Nyota project yenye iko is ni PS Fikirini Jacobs.
Okay.
Under the program manager wa Nyota Mayabi.
Okay.
Those are ideas of the PS. One thing I want to say about the PS, mi mzae ni mtu wangu mbaya, mi PS Fikirini Jacobs ni mtu wangu, unacheki, but hizi vitu anafanya ndio labda ziko kwa public domain, but anajaribu kwa uwezo wake vijana wafaulu. Nimekuambia sahi kwa hizi ongoing construction za barabara, affordable housing, PS ako kwa process ya kunegotiate that hii mwezi, I think before the end of this year, hizo projects zote zitakuwa na a given capacity ya vijana wenye wamekuwa employed na wanapewa mshahara, either kwa internship na given percentage lazima ikue the local from that place. One of the brain ideas about the on the job experience under Fikirini Jacobs, on the job experience, hii ni watu wanakuja kuona kama uko na skill. Wakiona ukiwa na skill, wanakupeleka pale, wanakuassess na wanakupea certificate yenye si lazima uende shule. Ukiapply for job na wanataka qualification, unaweza pea na hiyo certificate ya on the job. These ones are brain ideas of PS Fikirini Jacobs. Na hiko inafanyika under the Nyota program. Unajua watu wanajua tu Nyota program yake ni tu ya kupewa 20k, kupewa 22k, tena upewe 22k. Kuna Nyota on the job experience. Unaona? Hiyo yenye unakuwa kuna Nyota on the job experience yenye unakuwa trained, wana identify talent yako, wanaona kama you have the skills, and then they award you certificate yenye unaweza tumia ku apply contracts and the rest of the things. Unaona? So me from where I sit, PS anajaribu. Yeah.
Jevin, far from PS Fikirini Jacobs, I think recently we just had our Olkalau by-elections, and I think one of the candidates was a UDA candidate, the ruling party candidate. What does this leave us as the ruling party? Is the mountain gone? That is the question I want to bring to you.
No, first,
the people saying that the president should forget about the mountain and focus on the rest of the country to bag his second term. What is the perspective?
The sad reality, unaona kitu tunafaa kuongelea kweli. Tukiongelea sasa ukweli bila kuweka siasa. Watu wa Mlima waache hii notion yao ya kuconvince eti ni mtu wao ndio lazima kuwe president ama kuwe deputy president, ndio ikae ni kama Kenya inaendelea. Unaona? So mimi kitu kwanza nataka kushukuru nayo president, hao watu wali accept defeat. Niambie mtu alienda Olkalau kucampaign mwenye ya kuconcede defeat.
Wali concede.
Wote. Na ingekuwa the opposition ndio wameshindwa. Wangesema aje? Kuna siku wamesema yenyewe tulishindwa ni hivyo. Show me a clip. But unajua president walianza kusema Ngotho, congratulations, it's a deserved win. Unaona? And it happened that way. So kitu ita cause chaos ni the fact that people don't want to concede defeat. Wewe mtu wako akishindwa, mliibiwa nini? Sasa ingekuwa opposition, tuliibiwa, wali bribe watu, they spent 15 billion.
The president is leading by example.
Tunafaa ku accept. Tukishindwa ni hivyo, lakini see, it's out of all the by-elections ni tu. Ndio hii.
But then again,
but they were not celebrating.
Invest a lot kwa ile by-election, tulipeleka stima pale. Unaona, watu walipata gas cylinders, kuna
wakapewa mattress, wakapewa kidogo ya kuingia kwa nyumba. Angalau wanashukuru.
Wanashukuru. Walikuwa wanapewa hizi vitu ndio wakae sawa ama ndio wapige kura?
Rais ni mtu ya watu wote. Hata wewe sasa ukipanga mzuri, ukipanga anakupanga tu. So hiyo mambo ya kwenda Olkalau na kupanga watu wa Olkalau ni hivyo, ni kawaida ya rais. Rais anaanga roho mbaya. Rais ni mtu wa roho mzuri. Umeona akiendea hizo mattresses?
No, hapana.
Umeona akiendea boats zake?
No.
Hizo ni vitu watu walikula na ni hivyo. But 5,000 wengine tuliona tulipata hapo.
Anyway, and now hii mambo ya Olkalau imefanya kuna watu wanasema kwamba that is a case study for 2027, ya kwamba one term is very real. According to you, do you think that is the best thing to say?
People must talk, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But the fact that a UDA candidate did not win in that place does not mean now the whole of that section do not support the president.
Okay.
I think the president was not vying in Olkalau. Did you see William Samoei Ruto on the ballot at Olkalau?
No.
Yeah, that is a sure pick.
I also didn't see him on ground. Completely.
You don't see him on the ground. He was busy building the nation.
Okay.
So one thing we must say is everyone is entitled to development. Right. Unaona Kenya mzima si lazima hiyo development iende mlima juu they are the majority. Unaona sisi sahii kama Wajaluo, people don't want to accept, but kuna vitu zenye zinaendelea pale zenye hazikuwa zinaendelea kitambo.
Sure, you're right.
A lot of them.
That is true. Before you come to that, there are those who are saying that now that Mulima imekataa kupatia Ruto the loyalty that he deserves, Rais Ruto, then we should have a cabinet reshuffle na tuondoe wengine kwenye cabinet. Do you think that is the right thing to do?
Hapana. His Excellency will not do that.
Okay.
He will not remove them from the
cabinet.
positions.
Okay.
Everyone deserves a fair representation. Watu wa Mulima wanafaa kukua pale. Wajaluo wanafaa kukua pale. And anybody who is talking about tribal politics will listen to the returning officer come 2027.
Nice.
It's a good proof that hii election tunaweza enda, kuna chances tribalism might work.
Are we looking at a free and fair election now that Ethicon has proved?
But sasa kama Olkalau ndo ilikuwa free and fair, mbona hizo zingine ndo sasa zisikue free and fair?
Okay.
Kama kuna mtu anaona atakuwa free and fair, aende Olkalau, aende aulizie.
Manake hapa nyuma tumekuwa na siasa za intimidation, siasa za violence, siasa za hate speech, siasa za tribalism. Do you think we can forgo all these vices and try and go to the election, a free and fair election without interference from either government or the opposition?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
But the problem is, every defeated person will not concede defeat. Kama wanaweza kuwa kama watu wa UDA, unaona venye walikubali tu kirahisi. Congratulations, it's a deserved win. Na maisha inaendelea.
You're right.
Sasa ingekuwa kina nani ndo ameshindwa. Tungesha kuwa na press briefing mara 5. Ruto spends 27 billion to bribe
to bribe the IEBC.
IEBC. We have seen, we will not be intimidated, we will not be so kitu inatumiza hapa bro, to accept.
Okay.
And that is what is causing chaos in Kenya. Now, we were talking about a conversation in Ramogi TV that I would love to share.
It's okay.
About hii mambo na some research yenye ilikuwa imefanywa na Kofi Annan Foundation yenye inasema 94% of the 2020 percentagely 94% ya election ya 2027
you're likely to go the 2027 violence.
Inaenda kukua violent mbaya 2027. Na nilisema ati one of the reasons inafanya hii stuff ikwe violent ni because people don't want to accept they have been defeated.
You're right.
And the fact that kuna position hazina deputy. So ukichukua number 2 you are a loser bado.
Sure, you're right.
Because hatuna deputy MP, hatuna deputy MCA, hatuna deputy senator, unaona?
It's a winner take all.
It's a win or a lose. Okay. A lose battle. So one of the things yenye we must accept as leaders or anyone who is eyeing for any political position in 2027, you must accept that you can either win or lose. You must not fix your mind that you have to necessarily win. That is when we are sorting it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jevin, let us go back home. I believe that in the recent past there has been hearsays about CS anapiga siasa sana. CS, when I say CS it means CS Mbadi, because I think he's the senior most right now. Mbadi anapiga siasa sana, Mbadi anajipata kwenye vikao vya siasa. But then again, I think, don't you think we've had certain infrastructural facelift ever since the CS came to play? Because when he was MP, I'm told that there were no roads in Suba South.
Not even roads in Suba South alone. The main challenge we are facing as Nyanza is bad roads.
Okay.
Poor roads. Leave alone even the infrastructure. It's poor road. But since Waziri apate hii kitu, labda hajatengeneza ile barabara iko kando ya kwenu pale.
Okay.
But we must also appreciate, unajua when we put politics in everything, mimi kwa kusema ukweli, mimi ni mtu ya waziri. Wacha niweke hii microphone. Ndio nikueleze. Mimi ni mtu ya waziri. Na naweza kukuhesabia bila kupayuka kwa hii microphone. Nikuhesabie barabara zenye zimetake shape saa hii juu ya waziri.
Okay.
I want to stand with you with a common one yenye iko visible. Ouma Bay Road, main road, kutoka junction Kodoyo kuingia town. How is it looking like?
Very meticulous.
Saili is dual, mbili huku. Street light katikati hadi katikati ya town.
Sio uongo.
Kitambo hao wengine wakikuwa hawakuwa najua inafaa kukaa hivyo. The allocation of that money ilifanywa na nani? Unaona?
Yeah.
I just want to give you a lot of them. We are doing much. Team Waziri is doing much. I just want to find you some little reference on the roads zenye ziko kwa public domain. Zenye zimekuwa. As we speak today, Waziri was in Suba South launching Tonga Kiabuya Road. Tonga Kisaku Road, I mean.
Okay.
Hiko inafanyika sahi. Not kufanyiwa maraming or any other thing. Tamaking.
Carpeting.
Na anyone who went to Tonga during that year, or anyone who is a resident of that place, you know how pivotal that road is.
That's true.
And it has been on the worst states. Hata pikipiki wezi pita. As we speak, hiyo barabara inaendelea. Unaona? And then the other day, ukiona hapa, the Waziri contributed 10 million dormitory at Gunga Mixed Secondary. For the first time, a modern dormitory is taking shape. Where were these people? If Waziri is not working, why is he doing all this? The second one hapa tuko na the road connecting launching of Kuoyo Rapogia Wendo Road.
That is in Migori County. Okay.
Tamaking is taking shape. Unaona? Come and look at which one is this? Boosting of trading economic. Otho got Kachola Road. One of the dustiest roads zenye zimekuwa in Migori County. Otho got Kachola Road is now taking shape right now in Nyatike. How many roads are those? Luanda Kanyakiamo Road connecting to Koguta. Tamaking taking shape right now. Ouma Bay County right now, one of the longest ring roads zenye zimekaa zenye zijai undwa. Gor Mahia Ring Road.
Sure.
74% done. Courtesy of Waziri John Mbadi. That one is taking shape. Look at the grading of Kababu, Bondo Nyironge Road. Tamaking in Suna West. Taking shape right now. And how many? The program of Nyangreswa is for Waziri John Mbadi.
You're right.
Tell me a sub-county in Nyanza that has not received it right now.
Especially women.
Okay. We have had it in Suba. We've had it in Dewa. We've had it in Suna. We've had it in Kisumu. We have had it in Nairobi.
Okay.
We have had it in Kiambu. So, Waziri John Mbadi anajaribu sana. Waziri John Mbadi anajaribu kutupea facelift.
Okay.
Sisi kama Wajaluo. Kuna barabara utapata yenye zinaundwa sahi. Courtesy of Waziri John Mbadi.
Okay.
And I want to give you one equalizer that Waziri John Mbadi is doing an incredible job. For the first time tumepata waziri wa finance mwenye ako committed to engaging the local mwananchi to get their opinion. During the finance bill, public participation, niambie penye waziri hakuenda. He walked across all the regions for the first time. Anapea students pale slots, anasema, bwana, for the first time under the treasury, tuko na student budget committee. Yenye iko led pale na ilikuwa chaired na chairman Okech Solomon Aira from the UON. Okay. Sam and the rest of the team. Wenye wamekuwa kichea hii kitu. Once waziri goes to every place, they ensure some comrades wako hapo kutoa their idea on the comradeship, mambo ya comrade students budget wanafaa kuona aje. He gave them a presentation. Waziri walked to Jivanji, Jacaranda, on all these public gatherings, bunge za wananchi, listening from the people directly. He did not care whether you are from the government or you are on the opposition side. Is that true?
True.
Waziri John Mbadi is trying. We only have to give him time and give him space and peace. Ndio afanye hiyo kitu yenye inatakikana as a person. We don't say that Waziri John Mbadi is perfect.
Okay.
But Waziri anajaribu. For the first time, tumekuwa na a fair hearing on public participation as far as the finance bill is concerned.
You're right.
Any bill that was misinterpreted by the local mwananchi was withdrawn from the bill. Wakiongelea the taxing of mitumba, they were not understanding it. Ilitolewa kwa bill. Taxing of funds, wananchi were not understanding that part. Waziri withdrawn it from the bill. And the rest of the things, everything that the public refused was not forced into the finance bill. Waziri ensured with the technical team, hizo vitu zilitolewa.
Okay.
So, some of us who support Waziri, we support him because he needs support to continue with the good work that he's doing.
Okay.
John Mbadi anajaribu. Wewe niambie waziri gani wa fedha amewahi kuwa akifanya hizi engagements and available locally? Waziri had a chance to sit in Nairobi and sit in his office.
Okay.
But he has decided to go off cars. He has decided to go overboard. Anafika Suba, anafika Migori, anafika Ndhiwa, anafika Kiambu, anafika West Pokot, anafika hata Samburu. The other day was in Samburu. Why? Because he is a public servant, not limited to one space. So mtu yoyote ambaye anapinga waziri anaweza pingwa because tunasema ni miti mzuri inapigwa na mawe. But as for me and my own opinion, Oteke is trying. Yeah.
Nyang Reswa. I think I'm alive to the fact that Treasury is doing a good job,
Yeah.
especially CS Mbadi, and of course his PS Sarel Wagunda also. He's also doing much when it comes to education. The other day you saw him get us over 80 million from Safaricom Foundation. And right now there's a school that is actually coming up in Suna East.
One thing we must just accept is hao watu wanafaa kutufanyia kazi. Unaona? Hao watu wanafaa kutufanyia kazi.
Speaking of kazi, do you think, because I'm now referring to Gladys Wanga, the governor and the chairman for ODM, do you think that now that the mountain is facing the other way, do you think we are going to give Nyanza as a block to President William Ruto as we finish up? Now that you've said we are getting empowerment, youth, women, infrastructure, and of course other things, do you think we're going to give Ruto the numbers?
Let me shock you. I want to speak on the perspective that even us, young people who support the government, we are not sitting to see victory come the way of His Excellency, the President, like a miracle. Ruto won.
You're working on it.
People are working.
Okay.
And a good example, there is one person who is never speaking on what he's doing. That is PS Raymond Omolo.
Okay.
Right now, there is mass voter registration yenye inafanyika Ouma Bay.
Okay.
From door to door, village to village, market to market.
Okay.
KYTI, Kenya Youth Transition Initiative,
Okay.
is doing that under the patronage of PS Raymond Omolo.
Okay.
And people like us of Goodwill are volunteering under that program.
Sure.
To make sure that young people register.
Okay.
We can camp in a location in a day and register 70 or 80 people on a daily basis. And it's a program that is running throughout the month.
Commendable.
Under the chairmanship of, under the chairmanship. Do you know the chairman?
You call the stewardship of PS Dr. Raymond, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The program is running.
Okay.
And people are trying their level best to make sure that we are, what matters, the only way to support William Ruto, get a block in Nyanza, is one, lazima development zikuje. Akikuja kuomba kura, you say, And we are proud that as we gear towards the end, we gear towards 2027, we are seeing things yenye amefanya.
Okay.
So there are people who are working silently to make sure that we get the weapon for 2027,
Okay.
which is the voter card. So Salmon is committed as the chairman of KYTI under the patronage of PS Raymond Omolo to make sure people are registering. Salmon wakes up in Suba. Salmon wakes up in Siaya. Salmon wakes up in Migori to coordinate these programs, to oversee these programs, that not only young people, but every person from Nyanza is registered as a voter. And just to tell you that this program is getting momentum through Salmon and the patronage of PS Raymond Omolo. They was a sub-county has registered 98%. 98.
That's a good number.
Meaning we are chasing around 2 to 3%.
You're right.
We are chasing 2% to get to 100 total voter registration. So if somebody thinks that people are just seated waiting for the weapon to be available magically, they are wrong. They are very wrong.
Jevin, as we wind up, I know as much as you do that Edwin Sifuna has declared his candidature for president in 2027. Do you think that is going to give Ruto a run for the youth? Because I'm very sure a good number of youths are following Edwin Sifuna, if I'm not wrong. Does he have the muscles to run as president, number one? And number two, does he have anything to offer as an alternative to what the president has given us in the last 5 years?
One thing I want to say is, first, we appreciate everybody within the lower age bracket for running for any political position. And that shows how we want it done. But the person who is going to be voted in the forthcoming election is a reformer. Someone with the agenda. You know, one thing that shocks me with these people, the agenda is Ruto must go.
There's no other agenda.
There is no other agenda. So Ruto must go is never the agenda. And if that is what Sifuna is going to present in the forthcoming election, trust me, we'll listen to the returning officer. People are looking for reforms. People are looking for reforms. Watu wanataka kuona you that you are selling this agenda. What are you going to do? But if you go to every public gathering and you tell us one term, give us one term. Seriously. When 2027 comes and the battle line is drawn, William Samoei Otieno Ruto is running against Edwin Sifuna. Now everyone, because William Ruto has been in power, he will stand close to his project. Sema nyinyi kweli, hii ni yenu. Akienda Kibira, he shows them. Hii market, hii Gikomba mnaona. Unaona venye nimeifanyia facelifting. Hakuja hapa Nairobi River, aone this one is happening, this and this. Young people are employed in this way and this way. Those are the reforms we want. And just as I give my last cut, Kenya has never found a genuine opposition leader apart from the late party leader, Prime Minister, His Excellency Jacom Raila Amolo Odinga. Agwambo Tinga. We are looking for an opposition leader whose work is not to say that a given candidate must go, but someone who gives us alternative on how specific things zinafaa kufanywa. Usikwendi ndi nyoro. Unaona? Unakuja kusema that this finance bill is suppressing in this way and this way. And then you give alternatives. Alafu siku ya kuvote, haukuji. So opposition should not run away from reality. Tell us, William Ruto is not going to be voted in 2027 because he has done this and this and this. Or he has not done this and this and this and this. But if you want to convince us, must go. Where is he going? He will go onwards with his job as the President of the Republic of Kenya. That is the sad reality. Na ya mwisho kabisa, Mimi nataka niangalie hii microphone, nataka niongelee watu wa opposition in a very sober way. Let me set it. I want to talk to them in a very sober way.
Okay.
As young people, mimi kama Jevin Kassam, mimi nimejitolea na na support His Excellency the President William Samoei Ruto to get his second term together with other young people. Sasa mbona nataka wewe unijibu, mbona mimi nikisupport William Ruto nimelipwa? Na wewe ukisupport Edwin Sifuna, Rigathi Gachagua, wewe ndio Kenyan citizen, haujalipwa. Kwani how bad is the opposition? Mimi nikisupport Ruto, I've been paid. Nikisupport mtu wa serikali, I've been paid. Nikisupport hata kitu mzuri yenye Mbadi amefanya, nimelipwa. Nikisupport kitu mzuri Fikirini Jacobs amefanya, nimelipwa. Nikisupport Raymond, nimelipwa. Nikisupport Wandai, nimelipwa. Hata kwa project yenye inaonekana nimelipwa. Laki mimi nikienda rally ya ODM nimelipwa. Nikienda rally ya broad based government nimelipwa. Nikienda rally ya tuta nimelipwa. Lakini wewe ukienda rally ya one term hujalipwa. Ukienda Linda Mwananchi hujalipwa. Ukisupport Edwin Sifuna kama presidential candidate yako hujalipwa. Mbona mimi ndio nilipwe na nyinyi msilipwe?
I think we'll throw that question to watu wa want.
Waniambie mbona hao ndio hawalipwi? Kwani hao watu ndio hawana pesa ama ni uchoyo? Because my parting remark is
especially to the youth.
To the youth. Support what you feel is right.
Okay.
Support something that does not only benefit you as an individual, but at a point benefits the other people. Mimi reason napeleka tournament kwetu si eti because I have money to run that tournament. Unaona? But because people feel I'm a supporter of the government, and once in a while I need to show them the fruit of that government. That's why the Wakosewe Open Tournament is going to be played in a very massive way by the support of those who are in government. So it's my call to action that the people in government should not let me down, and they are not going to let me down. In government, we don't cry much.
Ladies and gentlemen,
orchestras at large. I want to tell you that a time has come when we will separate chaff from the real maize. And that time is being given to the young people. I want to talk to every young person who is listening this as we end at the MC Katalang TV. You don't need to be in a political space to do good. You don't need to be running for any position to impact your community. But if we team up as young people, we can address our grievances, not necessarily by opposing the government, but linking up with those who are in government so that we get a positive reforms. That is my takeaway, and I want to tell every young person that as we run, may we find people who can also channel our interests without opposing us. May we find a young person who can mention your name in a group or in a room full of opportunities and chances. Find somebody who can mention your name, that Katalang is good in this and this. Preserve this chance for him. Not every person will be talking bad about you in a places or tables that will succeed. Me as a person, I'm here to take the insults and take everything. But I'm so sure that there are people who celebrate me, Jevin Kassam, for impacting their life in one way or the other.
Thank you so much, Jevin, for coming to the show here on the MC Lang to Lang show. Of course, Zuka Kibao TV. Until next time, asanteni sana for watching, and do remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this particular channel. Thank you so much, comrade. Asante sana kwa kuja.
Asante sana.
And I wish you well, by the way, with the tournament.
Mkuja mtakuja.